If when we're dating for a long time and we're not getting the result that we want and we're going through person after person after person and conversation after conversation, the same thing over and over again, and you get to this place where you're just fried and you question, should I keep going? I don't want to give up. Am I just being lazy right now? Is this just a paradigm? Is this just a doubt or dissuasion to keep going? Or should I give myself a break? If you're in that place, this is going to be a really important topic for you today, because we're going to unpack 4 signs that you're burnt out and actually need a break instead of just feeling like you're lazy or you're giving in to a paradigm. The first point to remember that can kind of shed some of the guilt that we might feel around wanting to take a break from dating or feeling like we're failing if we take a break is to remember that life is cyclical. Every life has a cycle to it, including our dating life. You think about the cycles that we have in life. Just our breath is a cycle. We breathe in and then we exhale. Sleeping is a cycle. We're awake, we live our life, and then we rest. The same thing in dating. And so what are some signs that let you know now is not the time to just push forward, but instead take a break and recharge? I'll give you some tips on exactly how to do that here at the end. But the first is how to know whether you should push forward or take a break because you're burnt out. The first indicator is that you didn't always feel this way. In other words, there was a point at which you were ready to date. You were excited about dating. You were excited before the date. You were excited to go online and check those messages. And now you're feeling super burnt out, like you don't even want to go online anymore. That is burnout, which is different than the person who doesn't even want to get online because they're scared, or the person who doesn't want to go on a date because they don't feel ready. That is a paradigm. That is fear. And that's something that you want to heal within yourself and move forward and overcome so that you can have the love of your life. But if you were active and you were excited about it at one point and now you're just burnt out, that's something you want to pay attention to. The second indicator that you're burnt out is that you are just robotic in your dating life. You're just like, okay, this is the time I go online and I look, and you're just swiping on people, or you're just automatic replying, and there's no emotion, there's no excitement. You've completely lost the energetic state of what it's like to find and manifest a romantic partner. If you're on dating autopilot, let that be a key that you want to change something, because you're not going to get the result that you want. You either want to take a break or you want to turn up the volume on your engagement, on your passion, on your enthusiasm, because that translates across those digital lines. The third indicator that you're burnt out with dating is when you're dating jaded. Here's what I mean. Notice your mindset. If you're resistant and feeling like even going online, your mindset is, I'm not going to find anyone today. I'm just doing it because it's the obligatory thing that I told myself I was going to do. And you're going online, that is going to push love away. You are not going to attract what you want from that mindset. So if your mindset is defeated before you even engage, know that, oh, I might be burnt out and might need a reset. And the fourth indicator that you are burnt out and not just facing a paradigm or fear is you are dragging the anchor of being single. And what I mean by this is your mind starts to tell you, you have been single so long, it's never going to work for you. You've been single 15 years and here you are again, another day, nobody responds. Here you are again, another date where it doesn't work out, and you start to feel the discouragement stack and stack and stack and stack. That is going to absolutely lead to burnout. One of the most important things that we've got to do to avoid burnout is to take it one day at a time. You've got to drop the anchor, so to speak. It doesn't matter how many years it's been. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It doesn't matter how many dates it's been. And here's why. Because it won't take that same amount of time to find the one. You don't have to go on that many dates again to find the one. You never know when you're going to find your person. Because dating, you go from 0 to hero overnight. In other words, you go from single to finding your person literally with one swipe. You never know when the right person is going to be right around the corner. So your past is irrelevant. The paradigm loves to use to stack the past to make it feel really, really heavy and increase the burnout. So if you're feeling that way, the first thing you want to do is drop the anchor. It doesn't matter how long it's been that way. Your person could be right around the corner. The second thing that you want to do is give yourself a break. Just like if you were working for 18 hours straight, you would need to rest. You would need to sleep. The same thing here is take a break from dating. Turn off the dating sites, either pause them or quit them, and give yourself at least like 30 days to reset. You're going to be amazed at what happens when you take your mind off of dating. The paradigm will say, well, you don't want to do that because you're slowing yourself down and you're never going to find the one if you do that. I call it going slower to get there faster. If you're grinding it out with the wrong energy, you're never going to find the person that you want. You've got to be in the right energetic state. So by taking a break, this leads you to number 3, which is to find your joy. Like, go on a vacation. Take a weekend away. Go book a resort, book a massage, go have some fun, find your joy, take all the pressure off of meeting a man, knowing that this is actually accelerating the process of you finding someone. But give yourself that permission guilt-free, because you don't need it. I can tell you, I've been coaching women for well over a decade. And when we get into burnout mode, I do a program called Manifest Your Man that's a year long. There are some times where a woman's like, I just need a break. I'm burnt out, but I don't want to not do the action. And I will tell them the best thing that you can do is give yourself 30 days right now to just reset. And here's what's great. They'll give themselves 30 days. They'll reset and you'll feel naturally after finding their joy and getting relaxed and resting up, they'll find like, oh, I'm kind of ready to find someone again. I'm kind of ready now to date again, and that desire will build up. That desire comes back, they get back online, they bring new fresh energy, and then guess what happens? Boom. They find someone amazing, that person pops into their life, and then they're in an incredible relationship. So if you're feeling burnt out, give yourself permission to take that break. Find your joy. Drop that anchor, because it does not matter how long things have been a certain way, because everything could turn around before you know it. My question for you is, how do you know when you're feeling burnt out? How do you know when it's time for a break for yourself? I would love to hear your perspective on this. Go ahead and share that in the comment section below. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Here's to your amazing love life, and I'll see you soon.